Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS with ServiceNow. This is part of short series of learning client scripts in ServiceNow. In this video, you will learn about OnSubmit client scripts in ServiceNow. What is OnSubmit client script? OnSubmit client script runs when a form is submitted by the user. It is usually used to validate things on the form before submission of the form by the end user. You need to select type as OnSubmit to create the OnSubmit client script. So you have to select OnSubmit option in the type field on client script form. Once you will select OnSubmit option, you will see the function OnSubmit automatically created in the script field, in which you can write your script to perform some action on submission of the form. Major use cases of OnSubmit client script. So showing an alert before creation of P1 incident. That is one of the use case where you will use OnSubmit client script. Stop user for creating the incident if assignment group is not correct as per the selected category. And the third one is validate for mandatory fields on different forms. So if user is submitting the form and you want to validate mandatory fields, in that case you can use OnSubmit client script. So similarly, you have different other use cases where if you want to perform some action while user is submitting the record, submitting the form, in that case you can write OnSubmit client script. Let me show you some practical examples of OnSubmit client script. Scenario 1. When P1 incident is created, then it should ask user to confirm if P1 incident should be created. So if I am selecting the priority as critical, in that case, if I'm going to click on submit button, I'm going to save that record, then system ServiceNow should ask user that, hey, it seems like you are going to create a P1 incident. Do you really want to create it? If user clicks on yes, then it should create the record, else not. So let's see how you can achieve this requirement in my personal developer instance. Overall, this is a confirmation which you have to ask while user is submitting, while user is going to create the record. In that case, you will definitely create OnSubmit client script. This is my personal developer instance. Now what I will do, I will go to incident list in order to create client script. So I will go to client scripts directly from here. We have client scripts. I will click on new. I got the new form, and here I will provide confirm for P1. That's the confirmation box we have to provide. So I will select type as OnSubmit. Now one thing to note, you can see this script field is empty, but as soon as I will select this type, it will automatically populate that particular function. So we have function OnSubmit. Now under this function we will write our code. Now what kind of box we have to populate to the user? So we have to show a confirmation box that, hey, are you sure you want to create a P1 incident before submitting the incident? So in that case, what I will do, I will start with capturing the value of the priority field. That means it has to be P1. On the basis of that, then only I will show confirmation box. So what I will do, I will make it first maybe full screen and make it a little bit zoom, and then I will start with the scripting. So I will create the variable that will be pri equal to, g_form.getValue, and I will put the priority field. That's our field. And now I will put if condition. So if priority will be P1, then only I should see that confirmation box. So for that, I will do PRI equal to 1. And I can just do like this. And here I can put 1. Let me check if, okay. And then, now in this condition, PRI equal to 1, in this condition, I have to populate, I have to show that confirmation box. But the thing is, on that confirmation box, you also need some input from the user. Whether user can click on OK or user can click on cancel. And basically the input we get on confirmation box is basically Boolean values we get. So if user clicks on OK, that value becomes true. If user clicks on cancel, that value becomes false. So then in that case, I will capture those values in another variable. So in that case, I will write u input. And here I will do confirm semicolon, and I will write, are you sure to create P1 incident? So that's the confirmation I'm asking from the user. And now I will put another if, because I have to confirm whether if user is clicking on OK, then I have to take that action. That means I can submit the record. If user is clicking on cancel, then I don't have to take any action. So in that case, I will do u input equal to true. If that's true, then I can do return true. That means yes, create the record. Else, if I am getting false, let's say user clicked on cancel, then I can do return false. That's it. So we have PRI equal to this, we are getting the value. Then, and if I talk about the best practices of the scripting, so you should always write comments. So let's say for this, getting priority value, and here I'm checking if priority is 1 or not, and here I'm basically showing that confirmation box, storing the value, basically the input from the user in this particular variable, and then I'm checking if user has clicked on OK, that means it is true, then it should submit the record. If it is false, then it should not submit the record. So in that case, I'm going to click on save because I'm done with my scripting part and my client script is created. Now we will do testing. So whatever script I have written, I will do a quick test now. So I will go to incident, click on create new, and here I will just select caller able tutor, and here I will write test for OnSubmit client script, and I will select impact and urgency as high so that it can populate priority as P1, that is critical. And if I will click on submit, so now it will run the client script, and our client script started running. The reason behind it, because it got the same condition. So we got priority as 1. So it's asking, are you sure to create P1 incident? Now, if I will click on cancel, the answer will become false. And if I'm clicking on OK, that means it becomes true. So if I click on OK, you can see it is now submitting the record. It is creating the incident. So our incident got created. You can see But that means we have been able to submit the record. It says this incident is a P1 incident. That's fine. It's our old client script where we were showing our message, our pop-up. So that's fine. We will disable it later. Now what I will do, I will just try to create another incident without P1. So I will just cancel this tab and I will click on new. And this time I will not create P1 because I want to check whether it is taking same action on non-priority incidents or not P1 incidents or not. So I will do test, negative test for OnSubmit client script. And we have impact low and urgency low, and priority is not P1 for sure. And if I click on submit, what do you think? This will not show that pop-up. If I click on this, you can see it created automatically without that confirmation box, and this incident is also created. Let's say if I click on cancel. So I want to show you third testing as well, because that's how you have to do all types of testing so that you can confirm that your functionality is working without any issue. So I'm clicking on new button again. I will try to create P1 incident, test for OnSubmit CS. So this time I will select urgency and impact high. We have priority critical. And if I click on submit, I will get that confirmation box. And if I will click on cancel, this will not take any action. If I click on action, cancel, you can see that it is not taking any action. I'm not able to create the incident. So every time if I will click on submit, it will always show me that confirmation box. If I click again, you can see it is keep on coming. So it will not allow user directly to create incident priority 1 incident. It will ask to confirm, do you really want to create it? Then only it will show that. Scenario 2. When network assignment group is selected and category is hardware, then users should not be able to create that incident. So this time again, you have to stop the user, but with a condition, with another type of condition. In previous example, we were just confirming with the user, but here we will not allow user at all if he will select network assignment group and the category will be hardware. The user will not be able to create incident, because maybe category should be different for network assignment group, or maybe for category hardware, network assignment group should not be selected. It's a vice versa. So in that case, what I will do, I will go to my instance. I will go to incident again. So we will go to incident list and I will go directly to client scripts. So I will click here, go to client scripts. So we have configure client scripts, and I will create a new client script. Now all other examples client script which we created, I have disabled them so that they don't conflict with my current use case. So I'm clicking on new and creating a new client script. I will provide a name, and this time I will maybe abort submission for network. Just a name I have given, and here I will select the type as submit, because this is OnSubmit. And what I have to do, I have to basically fetch the value user will be selecting in group field, in assignment group field, and also in category field. So in group field, it's a basically reference field. That means I have to check the SysID. So what I will do, maybe I will check the SysID we have for network group. So I will directly go to sysgroup.list, enter. So I will just check the SysID of network group. Okay, I think we have selected the wrong table. That's sys user group. That's the right name. I think I was thinking about sys_user table, and that's the reason I just use sys_group. Now here we have, and let's search for network. So I will do network. I think it's wrong name, network. So here we have network. So I will just copy. So I will just copy the SysID, because this SysID I have to use in my client script. So I will come over here. Now I have to fetch the values. So let's say I will do var, and I will also make it full screen. So here I will put var group equal to g underscore form dot get value, and the field is assignment underscore group. And here I can do var, and I also need to capture the value of category. So for that I will just do var category equal to g underscore form dot get value, and here I will put category. Now I will use the if condition, because that's what I have to check. So if group equal to if that's the same SysID, that's a SysID of the network group, and category equal to, and let's check the value of category field. So what I will do, I will just quickly go to the main form, like main view of my instance, and here I will just go to incident, and I can just click on new, because I have to check the values I have in category field. And here I can select category, and I will just click on configure dictionary. I have to check the backend value. So here we have choices, and the choice we want to select as part of the condition is hardware. So that's hardware. I will just copy this one, come to my script, and I will mention in the value over here. So you can see we have this hardware option, and now I will put the curly brackets, and I will put that if condition matches like this, that means if group is the same network group and category is hardware, then user should not be able to submit this incident. So what I will do, I will quickly do false, return false, else. And if user has selected any other category for that particular group, then I can just do return true. That's it. And if I come over here, I think you are done. You don't have to do anything else, because we are just checking both the conditions together with the help of this and operators. And I can just click on save. So this will create my client script, and now I can do testing. So I will go to maybe incident, and I will click on create new. And here I will just select the able tutor caller, and I will select hardware, and I will just do test. And here I will select assignment group as network. So I have network. Now if I will click on submit, this won't allow me to do that. If I click on submit, you can see it is not taking any action, because my client script is running when I am clicking this on submit button. If I am clicking this submit button, it is basically running that on submit client script, and it is stopping me as a user to create this incident. And if I change the category, let's say I'm keeping it as software now, I have changed the category. This time I will be able to create this incident, submit this incident. If I click on submit, you can see now I can create the incident without any issue. Previously, when I had this category as hardware, at that point of time, system was running that client script, and I was not able to submit the form. So Similarly, if you have to stop user or perform some validation while user is clicking on submitting, and before submitting you want to perform some validation, some kind of checks you want to do, some kind of validations you want to do, in that case you can create OnSubmit client script in ServiceNow to achieve different requirements of your customers and clients.